your shadow all over me, trying to pry it down deep. That's where my feelings lie, where they used to sleep. I can feel your shadow brushing my face, playing with my hair and kissing my cheek. I can still feel you all over me, I can still feel you here. It's like you never left, it's like you whisper in my ear. Shadow all over me, trying to pry it down deep. That's where my feelings lie, where they used to sleep. I can feel your shadow brushing my face, playing with my hair and kissing my cheek. I can still feel you all over me, I can still feel you here. It's like you never left, it's like you whisper in my ear.
Hello everybody. Yes, I did accidentally hit the wrong button already. Hello, 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 hello to the apparently 12 people watching. I get the feeling the things are broken again on YouTube. If you're wondering why, I'm sat in a T7 that I've just bought with my own personal number plate on it. It's because if you were watching Landy's stream yesterday, you'll know that he has a T7 much like this, and I'm actually going to... Where's the options for this? I'm going to turn up the vehicle volume to 100%. Because I've done similar tweaks to Mr. Landy Kid. And my T7... I think he is actually using the exact same one. My T7 now sounds identical to the one he's using. You want this T7? Massey, I can tell you how to get it. If you download the case Optum by Agropolis Modding from the Mod Hub, if you take the sounds out of that, it'll be case load and case run. Pop them into the T7, you'll have to make a sounds folder. And just take the entirety of the sounds section from the XML in the case. You get yourself a beautiful, correct sound T7. Is that just in XMLs? Yep, 100% in XMLs. That's why I figured I'd get the T7s, just to kind of show that off. And I have obviously put my own little touch on it. Which, apparently I need to tweak the speculars. We're not going to use that today though. Because what we're going to do today, I think, is a bit of tedding. Which case was it? If you search up Agropolis Modding, it should be like an Optum, I think it is. What's the one that's basically a T7? Hang on, I can look in the shop. Not the Puma, that's a T6. Yeah, the case Optum. It's a T7, effectively. Hello, Ian. Why can't I? Can't turn the tether on because I had the pallet fork selected. That would be a good idea. You like the number plate? I need to do it to this T6 as well. And change the specular for that as well. I should put... No, I'm not going to do anything that's like putting logos on stuff. I'll tweak number plates so that basically that they make sense to where I play the game, which is Ireland, the UK. Seeing as I primarily play UK based maps, I'll usually pop a UK plate on. But I don't like putting like contractors nonsense on there or grassmen nonsense. I'll just keep it looking realistic, but just have number plates on. Or fix the number plates, I should say. Hello, simulation for the nation. By the way, this is the fully tweaked up version of Oakfield. I did... There's a wonky bit there. I'm guessing that's so that it matches with the... where the ground meets the road nicely. Or doesn't go under the wall. Which I can understand. Also, technically, you're not supposed to be mowing out here. So... Hey, Brad! How you doing today? Let's just get that kind of lined up a bit better. In theory, I should probably have a bigger tether. But this is the... Has it done the thing that it did to Landy? It hasn't all, you know. Why has it done that? Because Field 2 did the exact same to Landy. Where bits of it just magically grew. I do have in my arsenal, I believe I do at least. Now I'm gonna get this just on a lease with creative money because I want to just fix up the bits of the field that are wonked. Oh, it's Field 15 that did it. Oh no, it was Field 2, never mind. I just want to fix up the wonked bits of the field, so I don't feel too guilty about doing this. Pain and Sons. Is it Astropolis or Agropolis? One of the two. So, can you think? Absolutely, yeah. And go ahead. That'll make things a lot easier for people. As I just cheat a tiny bit and use the big M to clean Field 2 here, because it's apparently got some weird specific bug where it grows faster than every other field on the map. So I'll just do this with the big M real quick. You might notice I'm still using the old big M. That's kind of intentional because I don't think the new one is MR yet. Will Faye ever make a video? Faye can't even watch videos at the moment, Brad. He has no internet. I was talking to him just before the stream. He might be lurking. Faye, if you're lurking, say something in the chat. But yeah, he's got no internet at the moment, so he's kind of waiting for his provider, which is ironically the same provider I have, and I understand why he's annoyed. He's waiting for them to come out and actually lay a new phone line to his house. Because the phone line broke. Massey, if you don't know what you're doing, to replace a couple of sound files, because you need the run and load sounds off the case. And then a few other tweaks to XML, to the like match the sound section of the XML. If you don't know how to do that, maybe don't try. Because there is a small chance you'll break them out completely. He actually has no internet. Do I have any unrealistic trait? No. Why would I? Like, considering I'm using the more realistic mods, like, again, no, and again, why would I? The only kind of unrealistic traders I have might be unrealistically small. Like, I'm using the more realistic mod for a reason. I don't like these stupid big trailers with 73 billion liters capacity. Like, I'll occasionally edit one up to be stupid. We'll say if I'm, after doing something on camera, forget to save and need to do it again off camera. Like, then I'll intentionally make something stupid. But if I'm doing something on camera, like this, just add that completely in French. Yeah. Mr. Simulate, did you see what I put in Team Chat this morning? Or this afternoon, or whenever I put it in? Not Team Chat, Idiots in Space. Because I saw that and I laughed. Negative. Logan Paul did something stupid again, and now he's got his channel completely demonetized. And I don't mean like demonetized like what we get demonetized. I mean YouTube has pulled literally every ad from his channel. The rule they made after he did the first thing has actually come into effect, and the first person it really affects is him. Which, oh, he should be deleted, and I think that's going to be the next step. Someone broke into his house, so he probably deserved it, to be quite honest. He's a despicable human being. But yeah, he can't make money on YouTube anymore, on any of his channels, so I am quite pleased. Hey, Oxy. Question, does anybody know why Field 2 actually does this? Because it's like, it did it to Andy and now it's done it to me. Like, a random section in the middle seems to grow faster somehow. Hello, Andrew. Hello to everybody else who's been saying hi, by the way. I might not necessarily reply to everybody, but I do. What's he done now? So what he's done now is he's tased the dead rat, which annoyed Peter, and actually, do you know what? For the first time in I don't know how long, I actually agree with Peter. You know you're being a cretin when I agree with bloody Peter. Who I think are just as big, you know, cretins as well, but that's a separate thing. You're at work again? Fair enough. Hello, farm boy as well. Giant growth with grass is bizarre, because, like, I'd love to know why the middle of this field specifically is grow. Hello, Northumberland Farming as well. Who's Peter? No, PETA. People Eating Tasty Animals. Or, as it's supposed to be called, People for the Ethical Treatment of Animals, who if you look up statistics, actually kill more animals than any other group worldwide. And they've been known to steal pets and stuff like that, so... Oh, for the love of God, come on! I'll fix chatness. Oh, never mind, it's fixed itself. Oh. Whoa. How many frames did I drop? Are we back? Are we back? I've got the red dot of doom. Just gotta reply to Pedro here. Here we go. Lewis, that wasn't you, that was me dropping frames. Yeah. That was my internet dropping, as it seems. Because, yeah, chat disconnected as well. An XSplit, which that never happens. So if that happens another couple of times, I'm gonna reset my router again. Offline buffers. That was on your end, I think, Massey. I think I will change the broadcast channel of the Wi-Fi later on tonight, though. Actually, almost immediately after the stream, so that I actually remember. Great background music. It's questionable, I think. Got a new router today. Very nice. I'd love a new one, but Air won't give us one because their routers honestly are junk. Might actually be coming up to time for factory reset on the damn thing. I'm good. You found me from my cow tutorial. I did a cow tutorial? I legitimately don't remember ever doing a cow tutorial. Are you sure you're not confusing me with somebody else? No, with for internet. Air. Same lot as Fahy, ironically. Hello, Ken. Or silage. Oh, the course by silage tutorial. Yeah, that... Okay, that makes more sense to me now. What am I gonna do after the stream? I'm gonna try and fix my internet once and for all. After the tedding, probably some windrowing because I'd like to get this field baled in the stream today. Maybe I should get a bigger tedder. Oh, no, the one I've got is junk. It is legitimately junk. Unfortunately, it's the best I can get. Hello, Pedro. Pancake day next week? Yes, means I get to gorge on pancakes for a day. I'll be very happy with that. Do you know what? Put the T6 back somewhere, back over here where I've already. Oops.
Hello, Dave.
We can stay there now. The Young Shooter, that's a questionable name. Thank you very much for subscribing. Welcome to the RainbowDave Madhouse. Hope you enjoy your stay. I've got this in the wrong colour. Hang on. Hopefully it doesn't think I'm trying to select it. There we go. Design... There we go. Better! Interference in the 5 GHz channel. Yeah, theoretically that's what my problem is. In practice, it's just a junk router. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to change the actual broadcast channel of 5 GHz bandwidth and see if that'll fix it. The challenge: how many pancakes I need to live stream? Too many. But no, I won't do that. Down and away! Can't wait to play this map. Tim, are you on? I'm guessing you're on console, Tim. If you're saying that, because PC, we've got it already. It's this thing still goes 12 kilometers an hour, but it looks better and it sounds better. And it's got a better number plate. T7 goodness, yes, with improved sounds, courtesy of. Even though it's not, even though this isn't the one that he did, or was given to him, or whatever. I don't know what the full story is. Eustace Farmer sent Landy a version of the T7 that had this sound pack in. I recreated this T7. I recreated that mod while Landy was streaming yesterday, based on some information from Landy's chat, and then I fixed up the number plate a bit. So as a direct result, I now have the same. Or Landy's now got my T7, by the way. And we were looking at it last night. I figured out exactly what Eustace did, or like whoever gave it to Eustace at least. And it sounds like a T7. It sounds exactly like a T7, or at least the one that I've seen, which was a T7 210. This, granted, is a T7 170. So there might be a slight impropriety in the sound. But I think I sent this to Sim as well last night. Assuming I sent him the right link. Sim, I might have sent you the wrong link, because I did have a broken version on the Google Drive for a bit. Yeah, if it's easy to make, just take the Optum from Agropolis and take the sounds out of it. Pop it into this T7. Easily fixed, easily done. Like, it's not a hard mod to recreate at all. Stripe pipe version coming soon. Eh. No, they have the same sound. Ah, very nice. I can imagine Sim doing a straight pipe version. How old am I? 76,002. I am actually a prehistoric being who has lived all through history and seen all and done all. Stream went offline. God dang it! Take the sounds from the Optum by Astropolis modding. I keep calling them Agropolis. Because I keep getting mixed up with Agropolis, Acropolis, and Astropolis. Astropolis modding, take their Optum, whip the sounds out of that, throw them into the T7 Tier 4A, and you get yourself a beautiful, near-perfect T7. Also, there is a drunk T6 in this field. Lad who does your silage is both. Yeah, like, By the way, guys, let me know if you're still getting drops, because I can, in theory, reset the internet and get it working. Or at least try my next little trick. That I've got in mind as we go on. What just flickered there? Screenshot and team chat. Where's my phone? It's dropped about 6 times. About 6 times? That would explain why the views are so low. Yeah, I'm gonna be right back. That was the wrong button. That was still the wrong button. So I'll be back in a second. I'm going to try and fix the internet. We should, if I refresh chat, which for some reason has defaulted to HTML. Oh, that's broken now too. We should be back. I've got it. Gotta authenticate something, hang on. Where's my phone? Yeah. Yes. Then this account. Allow. There we go. Just want to double check that everything is more or less up to date. Yes, it is. Just gonna refresh this. We can continue farming now, and hopefully without less, or with less drops in the stream. I can guarantee you, Blackout, it wasn't working fine. Why is there a roll tractor in the field? The T6 got tired and fell asleep. So one good thing about MR, and one thing that I genuinely do like, other than the fact that the 3 points aren't magically solid, is that it does spread out the hay instead of making magical little windrows. It's already... It's... No, I'm not landing, Glengar. Dropped it there. Oh no! Am I gonna have to restart my router entirely? Because, like, if I'm gonna have to do that, I might as well just end the stream. All I did was reset some, or just change some settings. Didn't actually do a full restart that time. You didn't crash? Very good, Lewis. Well done. Is this an MR version? No, there is no MR version of the T7. Which is kind of annoying. I wish there was. It didn't go offline. Oh, so it was just a buffer. That's fine. Buffers I can deal with. That's usually your end. Am I going to use the Magnum on the baler? I have no choice. The only tractor I have that works on the baler is the Magnum. Short of using the quad track, which people were whinging about last time I tried it. Yeah, MR is really at its strongest when you're tedding, because it just looks so much more realistic. Because, like, in reality, a tedder doesn't magically row up the crop. It throws it everywhere. That's the entire point of it. Let's put that over there, because I'm out of coffee. 2 T7 170, 2 T7 185, 1 T7 200, and a T7 210. Yeah, the only reason that I was saying the 210 specifically was that was the one that I can remember seeing. And it was pulling a... What was it pulling? A Lely Welger round baler. Back in silage season of last year. Second cut, specifically. Oh well, yeah, more or less, yes. If I remove a shed, do I need a new game save? Technically no, but it really depends on what else has been changed. Because sometimes removing a shed will break other things. Usually if I'm editing a map, I'll just move things under the ground. Unless, like on Oakfield, I'm intentionally de-optimizing the map. By doing something Bullet Bill said is a really bad idea, but I've done it anyway. And upping the crop densities to insanity. I've basically doubled the crop densities on the map. Or at least the visual crop densities. Barring potatoes, which are only up by a bit. Hey, hard worker. I've only upped the potato density by a bit because it looked a bit silly otherwise. Or create a dummy node, yes. But they are a pain in the backside to move around correctly. How did the T6 get tired? I was driving it and fell asleep. Just fell right over. Your Notepad++ won't let you edit stuff. It should. First shed as you go into the yard. I really don't know if that's gonna break things. Like that's... Howdy, I'm not your father. Stop calling me Dad. I'm Dave. I don't know... What happened? Did it just stop? Yeah, it just stopped and fell over. I mean... It was really odd. Like 1 second I was driving, the next second the T6 was falling over. Oh yeah, you do. Well, you sometimes have to unzip the file. I don't because I use WinZip or whatever it is, or WinRAR. There's an autosave. But WinRAR is beautiful. How did I fix the grass? What do you mean, how did I fix the grass? I raised the crop density, if that's what you're asking. Like, how did I get the grass so thick? And I'm not going to tell you how to do that, because I know for a fact there's going to be people who shouldn't do it, who do it, and they'll start complaining to Oxygendavid that their map's broken because they did an edit they shouldn't have done, and he's going to get an earful from them, and I'm not going to cause that. If you know how to do it, and you know your PC can handle it, then do it. If you don't know how to do it, and you don't know if your PC can handle it, either or, probably you shouldn't do it, because it's something that can, in theory, break the map. Yes, you can, Blash. For like the central storage silo, yeah. I think that's an i3D edit. Which again, if you don't know, if you're not 100% sure how to do an i3D edit, you probably shouldn't, because that can break the map. You break it, your fault. Yeah, I'm not going to tell people how to do it, because I know I don't trust people enough to not expect people who don't know what they're doing to go into the map, edit what I did, and then complain to Oxygendavid that the map broke their computer, or the map doesn't work because they did an edit they shouldn't have done. Why are there random saws in the middle of the field? Those are from the Big M, because the field is weird. Good Lord. Hayden, thank you for the $2. It's not any XML to do the grass density. Nope. I can tell you it's in the i3D, but I'm not going to tell you what exactly it is. Why are the YouTube alerts not working? Yes, they are! Yes, they are. There. Okay. Yeah, if you need to ask how to do it, then maybe you shouldn't do it. Oh, for silos. I'm not sure. You might be able to do it in GE. I know for 90% certain you can do it in the i3D. But again, if you don't know what you're trying to do, I know you know what you're trying to do, but if you don't know what you're doing 100%, maybe don't do it, because there's a good chance that if you don't know what you're doing and you start tinkering with stuff, you're gonna break the map. Why would I put that as an alert? Because it's funny. Or at least, yeah, at the very least, make a backup. I actually have a backup of Oakfield. Actually, the zip file I'm using Oakfield in my mods folder is actually my backup. I do all of the editing to Oakfield in an unzipped version. Because it then is the kind of the active modded version, as opposed to this one, which is the, well, hopefully nothing's broken version. You should only really tweak the densities of crops if your computer is overbuilt. Like if you've got 32 gigs of RAM and stuff like that. Stream is now strong. Good, I fixed it. Where did I get the T7 from? The T7 that I'm using is from the Mod Hub. I do have it edited slightly with the sounds from Astropolis Modding's Case Optum, which is effectively a T7 that's painted red, so bleh. And this is Field 2, which seems to have some funkiness because Giant's Grass is weird. Lace Big M has widespread. Yes, it does, and it doesn't have MR compatibility, so I'm not using it. Pelican. That's why I use the one that is swath only. The 16 gig qualifier, you might be able to get away with it. Again, though, like if you don't know what exactly you need to tweak to do what I did, there's a reason I'm not saying what I tweaked. Like, you need a base level of knowledge with mapping to do what I did. If you don't know what I tweaked, you shouldn't do it. If you know what I tweaked just by saying I raised the crop densities, then yeah, maybe you should give it a try and see how it works out. Because it's one of the more fun things to mess about with in G. Or in Farm Sim, I guess, as a whole. Also, yes, I am just heading this in random patterns. There's no rhyme, no reason to the way that I'm heading this. You're flying New Delhi to Osaka. Oh, good lord. There we go. Beautiful line across the field. Yeah, it's something that, like, any mapper should know how to do. How am I doing? I'm doing good. Something that any mapper should know how to do. If you don't know how to do it and you're making a map, maybe consider talking to other mappers and getting more knowledge before you really move forward. Because there's always more stuff you can learn. Always. There's never a point where you are finished learning stuff. Like Oxygendavid, Bullet Bill are still learning stuff about farm sim and courseplay and all the little things with the way the game works with different things, and that's never going to stop because FS19 is coming soon. They're going to have to start learning again. Even if they knew everything about FS17, they'd have to still learn new stuff for FS19. That's fun. Field has already answered that, young shooters. Field 2. Do you know what? I'm gonna be a bit mean, but very honest. If you want to learn mapping, and this is something that I realized when I saw how much of a mess this map was. If you want to learn mapping, download the Valley of the Old Farm and fix it. Because if you have any semblance of knowledge about, if you know what you want out of a map, or you know how to see what's broken in a map, the Valley of the Old Farm is a really, really good learning map. Because there's a lot of stuff broken, and a lot of stuff that is broken is very easy to see, like the fields. You know, that's an easy fix, it's just terrain tweaks. How do I stream? I use XSplit and I use display capture and all that kind of stuff. I think it is fixable. Oh, yes! That's the thing! I want to talk real quick about the fixes that are coming for the Valley of the Old Farm. Because Black Sheep on their website say, oh, you won't need a new save game for the Valley of the Old Farm. With the fixes they've got coming up for the new version. That's a lie. That's couldn't be more wrong. Because they're changing collisions. If you change collisions in a map, I'm presuming they mean tip collisions. If you change collisions, you automatically need a new save game. So, I think they're doing a couple of tweaks to foliage as well, which again, new save game will be required. Also, I think they're doing something to trees. New save game for that too, usually. So, Black Sheep Modding are lying to you now, as well as releasing subpar mods. You know, they're not just being cynical and releasing bad mods now. They're actively lying to people. I don't know if they mean tip calls. I honestly don't. But if it is tip calls, that's a new save game required immediately, because otherwise they won't work. Unless you delete the I can't remember what it's called, but there's a file you can delete in your save game that fixes up the or deletes what tip calls are saved in your save and changes. Nice looking Polish map on the bottom. Yes, but that is not optimized very well. From what I've heard, it is very, very pretty, but very, very unoptimized. And I do have it downloaded. I've meant to check it out, and I just haven't done so yet. Hello, Kieran. Kieran. But yeah, the Valley of the Old Farm, you will need a new save game for it. I don't know why Black Sheep are misinforming people and lying to people, saying that you won't. You absolutely 110% will. Yeah. Add move, career start point, deleting items, adding ad strips, and copying buildings. Yeah, James, that's I would consider that a very basic level of knowledge of GE. I suppose it does depend how much they've actually fixed, but I mean, if they have changed tip calls, that is a new save required. Otherwise, the new tip calls won't be in effect. I don't know if they realise this, or if he realises this, or however many people are with Black Sheep now. I don't think it matters at this point. Black Sheep are cynical in releasing subpar mods in a very, very cynical way of just getting revenue from console players. And they're getting praise for it, and I don't understand it. But yeah, if you're enjoying the stream, guys, hit the like button. I know that it's been a bit chaotic, but do hit the like button, do hit subscribe, do hit Pedro in the face with a wet fish. I don't think you guys would ever want to watch Pedro's videos, I'll be honest. Because there's a reason I keep a close eye on him in the streams, and the reason that he's rarely involved in live mic stuff. Because last time I had him on a live stream with a mic, we spent, that was me and Sim, and we spent about 20 minutes telling him not to swear. Within 5 minutes of the stream starting, F this S, I'm out of here. Yeah, Pedro has no filter, and I don't think it's possible for him to even put one on. Do you remember that, Pedro, with spin tires? When you got stuck and just gave up immediately? Have you ever considered doing a video or stream with a trusted subscriber? I have done so before, Massey. Addy last on Manchester. Jack, did you notice that 90% of the the Manchester videos that went out were very heavily edited? Because I had to bleep Pedro out so bloody much. But I'm sure if you message Pedro with a good reason to message Pedro, he wouldn't mind too much. It's just most people message him with absolute nonsense. I don't know what a good reason to message Pedro actually would be, but I'm sure if there was a good reason, you wouldn't mind. To be fair to MCC, and this is being fair to Sim and myself, because I've done it a few times as well, we're so used to talking to each other without the filter on that it sometimes slips when we are recording, and same can happen with Landy, when Landy gets involved. Bill's desk fund. Oh, Bill does need a new desk, to be fair. Well, I say a new desk. Bill needs a desk. He's currently working out of. I think it's fair to just call it a set of well, he's working out of a shelving unit currently. I've seen Bill's workspace, and it is literally just a shelving unit. So if you think that, you know, oh, I can't do mapping because my desk is too small, at least you have a desk. Bullet Bill works out of a shelf. I don't even know where his legs go. Hello, Alfie. What have I done to the field? I've worked it. I've done some mowing, and now I'm tedding. The reason there's two different sets of grass windrows, some are thicker than others, is that I gave up. Well, the grass decided to regrow a bit because Giant's grass is wonky, and I cheated a bit and used the big M on it. You know, Ian's chair. I love the chair that I've got. The chair I've got is magnificent, and it better be for the listed price of it. But it would cost me, no, it was completely free. It was rescued from a skip. But the listed price is like $1,200. Yeah. I think people would genuinely think you're joking with that picture, Bill. Like, being honest. Because people all, I think, have this image of you with this really big solid mahogany desk, working away and doing nothing but mapping ever. Hey, Mitchell. Is my chair made of pure gold? No, but it's no blackout. It never made it as far as the skip. It went into my dad's car first. But it's like a professional office chair, and actually. There we go. Like, it's got that mesh back and really nice adjustable sides and stuff, so I genuinely like it. There's Svahi. He's decided to use literally some of his mobile internet to annoy us. They're gonna think you're kidding. I've got one of those IKEA desks, so technically I built my own desk, and it's quite solid. Actually, very solid. So I don't think this is gonna go anywhere for a little while. Until I get my own place or something and decide to get a proper sized desk that I can do things with. Faye just hit 600 subs. That's stupid. Your desk is older than you. The desk that I had before this was, I think, 15 years old. Or it would have been like 17 this year, I think. like super old, and it literally had lost so much stability that it wobbled. YouTube wonked again. Oh, gotta love YouTube and its wonkiness. Just gonna do this real quick. There we go. Forgot to open XSplit again. No, open XSplit, don't just give me the contextual menu. Involves going to Dublin. Yeah. I got this desk actually the day that I accidentally fried the motherboard in this PC, or the original motherboard. I mean, the shelving unit solution is a good solution. Just looks ridiculous. Yeah, I think there's one in Belfast. Yeah, but there's a very sleepy T6. Yes. I got a 1050. It has been a little while. Yeah. That said, I did miss like most of it. I will need to pick up the T6 before I can actually tend that area. How come you always end up with ads during the stream? Because YouTube loves you, Pain and Sons. Bill actually lives in the shelving unit. There we go. This is, I maybe should have got a bigger tether. I'm gonna be honest. Hello, KTM. Hello, Nathan. Nathan retracted his message because he had a typo. We can still see you, Nathan. Enough of this flat as a bullet bill map. Or an Oxygendavid map. I mean, just look at how flat Oakfield is. I mean, come on. You could have at least tried and put some terrain in. Should probably flip the T6 on this pass. Yeah. What do I think about shaders? Waste of time, Adam. I've seen people using the shaders from, is it Vanilla Valley is the one that people usually use. It looks like junk. It ruins screenshots because it just blurs things and makes things look really bad. Like personally, when I'm doing screenshots, if I just take it, let's say this one, you know, if I take a screenshot here, I'll just set up to take a screenshot on the next pass. If I want to take a screenshot of some tedding, you know, I'll set the camera up to where I want it, like, let's say here-ish. I hit print screen, which jams the game up for a second. I'll fix that up in Photoshop later. Make it look even better. Yeah, I found some new tricks in Photoshop to make pictures pop even more, and just you know, the people who use shaders and who I'm gonna be very blunt. People who tend to put pictures up on Facebook fan pages and whatnot tend to not know how to use Photoshop. Or they tend to not know how to edit a picture to look good. Like, they can take a really nice looking picture, but then they edit it badly and just turn it into a hot mess. Or they use shaders or bad mods, and it kind of, to me, ruins it. Like, I've seen some truly fantastic screenshots on Facebook, and I've seen some truly horrific ones. And the same goes for FSUK. I mean, one of my favorite hobbies is going around FSUK, looking at the pictures, and seeing how many people have just upped the saturation to 100 without really thinking about what it does. And I know there's one guy a while back that I went through probably close on a dozen of his pictures, and they were all just saturation 100. All I ever did was just up the saturation of the pictures and called it a day. I have a plan. Ha ha ha! Let's just see if I can remember how to use this thing. That actually worked better than I thought. That went way better than I'd expected. This can go back into the forest over here. And the T6 can be moved out of the field entirely. I didn't expect that to work. That was like one of the claw machines from an arcade. That was amazing. When in doubt, get an excavator. It's like Reshade, only worse, Ian. Reshade, I think, actually does something worthwhile. Savaltra T7. There we go. I will be completely honest. I didn't expect that to work at all. I fully expected to just be bouncing the T6 along a bit. I didn't expect it to grab the T6. No less, actually pick the T6 up completely off the ground. And yeah, it kills your FPS as well. Because of course it does. That said, you guys know I've been very harsh on the leap hairs for forestry work. I've been watching Landy streams and Snowbird Gaming. Why is the gift not working? Thank you very much for subscribing. Welcome to the RainbowDave Madhouse. Hope you enjoy your stay. I've been watching Landy streams. The way he's using it for the pig food mixer, that is what I want the excavators for. That's why I haven't deleted them. Hello, Cadence Simulator and Enrique Mora as well. Hit the like button for that ridiculousness with the excavator, guys. But I don't like using the feller buncher. I'm gonna just call it a feller buncher. Because I mean, I'd get the same results with a chainsaw. Actually, I get better results. If I want to do forestry big time, I'll use, or with heavy machinery, I'll probably actually keep the leaper. Fanboy one, we're not subscribed previously, but thank you very much for subscribing. Welcome to the RainbowDave Madhouse. Hope you enjoy your stay. And Jeremy Claire Talbot, thank you very much for subscribing as well. Welcome to the RainbowDave Madhouse. Hope you enjoy your stay. As I was saying before people subscribed, I like the leap hairs. I don't like the feller buncher. If I want to do forestry, I'll get the better results probably with the chainsaw. But I'll probably use them. I probably actually prefer using the what's it called? The Panzer Scorpion King. However, for loading up a trailer, I can't knock the grabber. I really can't. Also, I got a few ideas on using it, using the lead pairs at the BGA, which sounds a bit odd. But if you use BGA extension, which I don't know if I've got it actually enabled on this map. If you use BGA extension, suddenly you've got a limited size of BGA. So what I'm thinking is I'm going to use BGA extension a bit more and actually use a wheel loader or something. YouTube on subject. Okay, farm boy. Hello, Max. Looks wrong on the tracks moving. I can tell you why, Farmer Klein, and that is the tracks move slowly. The actual gear wheels move really quickly. The tracks move way too slowly. It's badly animated, which is a bit of a like that does take a bit of the appeal away. But I think I'd probably end up using the wheeled one anyway. You think it moves too quickly? Well, that means the gear wheels are moving hilariously too fast then. Because if you've ever watched them, actually I can show you. That's the wheeled one. I like this one more. The tracked one is over here. If you watch the gear wheels, which are at either end, they move way too fast. And oh yeah, the tracks do move too quickly themselves, don't they? It's only slight. No, do you know what? The tracks move too slowly. The tracks are moving too slowly. The tracks should actually be moving at the same pace as the gear wheels. What's my idea with the BGA? Sorry, I got distracted like 3 different times in one thought. So with the BGA, I'd use a wheel loader, I guess, or a telehandler, or just a tractor and trailer to move a giant pile of silage down to beside the digester, where I'd have the excavator parked, and I would use the excavator with one of the grabby buckets to grab silage out of that pile at the right time to feed the BGA, swing it over, empty it in, and just keep doing that until it's full. And then just kind of top up the the silage pile every so often. That sounds like it's a bit too much work, but with the Ropa pack coming soon, there's the Navarro mouse, which is effectively a giant machine that works like a big conveyor, a portable conveyor that you can drive down the silage pits. Using that and a trailer, I can make that pile really quickly. It's not at all obvious that those leapers were made in a bit of a rush, weren't they? And yeah, KTM, this is PC. Oakfield is unfortunately only out on PC at the moment, as far as I'm aware. It might have come out in console recently. Last I heard, and Oxy, if you're still here, you can call me wrong, or actually anybody from Frontier can call me wrong here. Last I heard, it hadn't been tested for consoles yet. It had got the PC release, but wasn't tested for consoles yet. Mobile composter would be good. It would. I do have the Compost Master mod, which is a stationary composter, but I'll be blunt, it's way too big. Me and Landy were talking about it last night on TeamSpeak, and it's like, if it was maybe half the size that it is, it would be so much better. Like, even half the size, half the capacity, half whatever you want to have. But it needs to be reduced in size quite badly, quite a lot, for it to be useful on a wide variety of maps. As things are, you need a very large, very flat area. Still pending Giants testing. Ah, there you go. There's your update on Oakfield for console. That's stupid. Why is it taking them so long to do the console test? Did they never test it for console originally? Fenty plays. It's impossible to be late if I'm not on the goodbye screen or just about to go to it. So you're just on time. We've got about 20 minutes left today. I'm going to start early tomorrow. Or actually, I'm probably not going to start early, but I'm going to go late. I'm going to go till 8 o'clock tomorrow. Well, try and go till 8 o'clock tomorrow, if I can. And definitely go till 8 o'clock. Maybe even half 8 on Sunday. Just because I had to skip yesterday's stream because my sister was on night shift and I had to be quiet to let her sleep. Actually, can I open this gate? Somebody said if I... Ah! Thank you to the person in the comments of one of the videos who said that if I leave the trigger holding the correct button, that it'll...
Hello, Dave.
Could you stop dancing, please, Taylor? Fenty Plays, thank you very much for subscribing. Welcome to the RainbowDave Madhouse. Hope you enjoy your stay. Taylor, could you please stop dancing just for 5 seconds? No, it just... Look at it boogieing! Whee! Oh dear, I'm sorry that made... Oh, what time is it for me right now? It is 20 minutes to 7. That's you guys know sometimes I find, you know, just silly stuff funny, and that was one of those times. Just the tether swinging about wildly. See you, Liz. Guys, if you enjoy the stream, please do hit the like button as well. I know that people tend to forget, because I do, which is why I keep reminding you guys. But if you are enjoying it, hit the like button, hit subscribe. Hit sub to Landy as well. Subscribe to Landy. He's going to be streaming straight after me. Actually, mods, could you grab, saying it now so that I don't forget nearer the time, could you grab the link to today's video for the end of the stream? Which actually, come to think of it, on a video-related note, I need to do something real quick. Because it's just occurred to me that I don't think I've done this yet. Come on, load. Has today's been demonetized for some reason? Not yet, but yesterday's was, so I need to request a review. Oh wow, it got completely demonetized. Monetize. Request manual review. Confirm my video suitable for all advertisers. It is. There we go. Problem vaguely solved. It seems that there's like a pattern to it and it's annoying. There we go. Commentary on today's video. That was an... Oh my god, you don't know the rage I had when I discovered what stupidity I'd done. Because like, I did actually commentate that entire video. But what I did was I closed Audacity without exporting the commentary track, because I record all the commentary on Audacity and save it afterwards. Your episode 2 got hit. So far, I've had a 100% track record of the Oakfield videos getting demonetized. Today's hasn't yet, but it will. I am 90% sure of it. And it's really trying my patience. Because like I don't make much money off videos anyway. You guys know that. Like the streams, I'll be very open with you guys. The streams are 90% of my income on YouTube, if not more than that. And getting a video demonetized just means that I get that little bit less money. And it means that I struggle just that bit more to make enough so that YouTube will pay me. Hello, Rick the Gamer. So I get... Landy has the same issue. Like, that's why we both get so angry with the demonetization. No one to be angry with but yourself. Oh no, I'm perfectly fine being angry with YouTube. Oh, the accidentally deleting the commentary track. Yeah, that is stupid. I've done that so much. Stream more than I would if I could. I really would if I could. Like, I stream as much as I possibly can at the moment. The only reason I don't stream on Mondays is because that's usually when I record videos and or have a bit of a lie-in just to kind of recoup energy after the week. So let's get this field windrowed reasonably quickly. It's not going to be super fast, but I feel like the double rotor windrower is pretty much good. Yeah, it seems like YouTube gets confused by videos occasionally. If you edit Oakfield, does it delete the photo on startup? Nope. Because Farm Boy, this is an Oakfield edit I'm playing on. This is an Oakfield edit I'm playing on right now. It doesn't like I've not tweaked any of the main visuals, like the sheds or anything, or the yards. In fact, all I've done is I've boosted the crop density. But it, like, with all the previous edits I've done, I've never felt the need to get rid of the pictures on startup. Because there's a way to get rid of them, I never feel the need to, unless there's something that's hideously inappropriate. I'll never do it. Yeah, because that should never happen. Unless you purposefully delete the picture, it shouldn't happen. My edit, it'll send you my edit. Nope, I'm not going to be sending anybody my edit. It's an edit that's done for my own use. Basically because I know I can do it, and I like experimenting with how far I can push things. And I think I've pushed things right up to the point where I'm gonna still get solid 60, but it's gonna be only just, which I think is a good limit to push a map to. It should kind of be a benchmark, is like, if you want to edit a map, get it to solid 60, but just. Hello, Nathaniel, or Nathaniel, depending on how posh you want to be. Do I have any need for creative money now? No. Oh, that. I know I got 212,000. I actually just wanted to cheat in the big M because I can't. Like, game glitches is not really being fair, so I'll cheat something in to get around a glitch, or a bug, or a problem. And I count that grass thing as a glitch or a bug or a problem. Like, that's a game thing, not something I've done. My sister working tonight? No, she is not actually at home at all. I think she's next working on Sunday. I don't do edits by request, by the way. I don't do edits by request. Like, I'll talk Landy through an edit. I'll talk my friends through edits. And if they're struggling really, really badly, then I might do the edit for them. I'll usually do it myself as I'm walking them through it, because it helps me understand it. but I don't generally edit stuff for other people. Anything I tweak or tinker or play with is done for myself. Like the T7, that was done because I love the sounds, and if you paid, that's against Giant's terms of service, dude. I'm not that desperate for money to be acting outside terms of service. Hey Jack, I'm doing well, how are you? I love how chat's glitched at showing a message from Blackout from like 20 minutes ago. If not longer. I need to get Septipus chat running tonight. So if you guys see a test stream go up and it's all silent and you can't, it's all just blackness, I'll have one of my... I won't be able to use one of my test scenes or blank scenes. If you see a test stream go up and it's just random stuff going on with no sound whatsoever, that's probably me just making sure chat's actually working. If you want to do an edit, learn how to edit. It's not actually that difficult to learn. Like, being honest. Usually it's just kind of figuring out what does what and then tweaking what you know. And in fact, the best way to learn how to edit stuff is to break things. As bizarre as that sounds. See you, Ben. As bizarre and as strange and as stupid as it sounds, the absolute best thing you can do to learn how to mod is to break mods. Because once you break a mod, you know exactly what's gone wrong, you know exactly what you've just broken, and therefore you know exactly what the thing you just broke does. Hey Shy, like it's modding is one of these things where to learn how to fix things, first you must break them. Which is why I always I'll openly say the Valley of the Old Farm is a fantastic map if you want to learn mapping, because it's so broken that all you can do is fix it. Yeah, people actually knew how much time went into modding and how much learning there is to do just to get a basic mod done. They would never ever complain about the timelines again. Because like, they're used to people who are the absolute top guys, because that's the mods that they tend to use the most. Or people who are so bad that they can just rush out a mod in 2 weeks and it's barely functional, but it works. They're so used to those kind of timelines that they don't realize that for 90% of people a good mod is going to take months. It's not a 2 weeks and we're done thing. Biggest breakings when you had a node. Yeah, the nodes. Oh, I hate the nodes. The nodes are the devil. Like, I was working on the nest last night, just as an example, and I realized that one of my transform groups was actually in the wrong place. It was the sheep transform group. It wasn't where I wanted it, because I like having all the stuff that is actively going to be in the map all kind of in a line, and then all the stuff that I've just got as kind of donor parts and whatever in a line underneath. I found the sheep transform group in the middle of the donor stuff, so I ended up having to spend 5 minutes moving it up, the transform group. And it just... or up the scene graph. And it's just so boring. Because you just sat there, right click move up, 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 right click move up. for 5 solid minutes. Just I could do so much more if there was a simple slide that I could do. But no, that's not how GE works. I'm kind of glad that it doesn't at times, but when you're moving something up 20 or 30 positions in the scene graph, it's just like, oh well, I'm sat here for the next 10 minutes. You can control X and then paste them in again. I probably should have done that actually, shouldn't I? Yeah, now that it occurs to me, I should have done that. I should have just cut and pasted them in at the bottom. Hello, Clever dear. How's everyone doing? We're all doing good. We're coming towards the end of the stream today, though. Okay, so I'm just a moron and took 5 minutes to do something that should have taken 5 seconds. That's what we've learned today, kids. Dave is a fool. Well, at least Pedro's a fool too. I mean, that's always an added bonus. Well, the stuff that I was pasting back in would have just been like random random objects, so it doesn't matter what object, position they're in. Com207 Gaming, or is it KDM? KDM207 Gaming. Damn it, font. Welcome to the RainbowDave Madhouse. Hope you enjoy your stay. Thank you for subscribing as well. Yeah, all the stuff that I was moving the actual transform that was going to be in the map on top of, above was just random map objects. Because I like having all of my map objects ready to go underneath the map and being completely incapable of seeing them because they've all merged on top of each other. As everyone knows, all modders are secretly actually fools and come up with really overcomplicated ways to do something really simple because it's the way that they know. Hello, the one lonely gamer. I'm actually willing to say, like, almost every modder will overcomplicate one or two things because that's the way they know how to do it, and they can't think up a better way. Cut and paste those out to the bottom of the group, but what we were talking about, Paddle, was actually moving something above a bunch of random map objects, which cut and paste would have worked perfectly. See simulation. I'll be finishing myself in a couple of minutes. Could you guys let me know when Landy is on countdown? So CD that gets you. Oh, you don't ever want to see my scene graphene. Just trust me on that. It's. Oh, I will be honest. I think it's more organized than the scene graph for Oakfield because I was looking through that for something last night. And it was just, holy cow. Everything's in French. And there's like 6 transform groups. So I was looking for one specific thing and I spent 20 minutes just scrolling. 90s on countdown now. Oh, very good. So I'll just get to the end of this row and call it a stream then. Didn't quite get to baiting today. Hopefully we'll get there. Well, we will get there tomorrow because what I'll do is I'll finish the windrowing off camera. So yeah, could the mods throw in today's video? I'm gonna actually grab it myself. If I tap into this screen here. Could the mods grab today's video and link it? I will leave you guys by saying I've RainbowDave. You've been watching Farming Simulator 17 on Oakfield Farm. Hope you enjoyed the stream. If you did, hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. Until next time, stay safe, and I'm still trying to get to today's video because YouTube makes me do like 73 clicks. And goodbye!